Finals P3 Quiz Number 1 PowerPoint Presentation with Discussion. Good morning everyone. I'm James Patrick M. Parigdig from 1 BSCE C1-5. Unit 1 Functions, Limits, and Continuity. There are topics that is present in Unit 1 like history, functions, operations, compositions, applications, limits, corollary, limit theorem of trigonometric functions, infinite discontinuities, and continuity. Before we start, I will describe to you the meaning of calculus. The concept that deals with the notion of limits that is with the values approached by non-finite sequence of numbers. Calculus is the branch of mathematics that deals with the finding the properties of derivatives and integrals of functions by methods originally based on the summation of infinitesimal differences. Two main types of calculus is differential calculus and integral calculus. History of calculus. Archimedes, 287 to 312 BC. Doon nag-start ang calculus kay Archimedes at the time of 287 and to 312 BC. 17th and 18th century pinagpatuloy nila yung pagdiskubre sa calculus by René Descartes by 1596 to 1650, Pierre de Fermat by 1601 to 1665, John Wallis to 1616 to 1703, and Isaac Barrow 1603 to 1667. Invention of calculus. The invention of calculus is often attended to Sir Isaac Newton 1642 to 1727. Gottfried Wilhelm von Leibniz, 1646 to 1716. They begin the generalization and unification of the subject. Other mathematicians of the 17th and 18th century who joined in the development of calculus. Jacob Bernoulli, 1654 to 1705. Johann Bernoulli, 1665-1748. Leonhard Euler, 1707-1783. Joseph Lagrange, 1736 to 1813. It wasn't until the 19th century that the process tests of calculus were given a sound foundation by Bernard Bolzano, Agustin Cauchy, Carl Weierstrass, Richard Dequedan. First topic in Unit 1. Function is a set of ordered pairs of number x and y in which two distinct ordered pairs have the same first number. Domain, the set of all admissible values of x. Range, the set of all resulting values of y. When we say x, denotes it at independent variable, and y denotes the dependent variable. Formulas, y equals to f of x, y equals to h of x, y equals to g of x, and y equals to beta of x. Classification of functions. A function is algebraic if the operation involved in the functions are combination of the 6 fundamental algebraic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, evolution. Process of taking the nth roots of a number, and involution, the operation raising a number of a power. Evaluation of a function. I'm evaluating function. We will input or substitute a value of the independent variable to find the value of the function. Example 1. F of x equals 3x squared minus 5. Find f of 1, f of negative 3, f of a, and f of 4h plus 1. Dun muna tayo sa a. F of 1, substitute 1 to 3x squared minus 5. So, equals to 3 minus 5 equals to negative 2. B, f of negative 3. So, substitute negative 3 to 3x squared minus 5. So, 3, negative 3 squared minus 5. So, magiging 3 times 9 minus 5. Magiging 27 minus 5 equals to 22. C, f of a equals to 3a squared minus 5. So, the final answer is 3a squared minus 5. As simple as that. And to D, f of 4h plus 1 squared minus 5 equals to 3 16h squared plus 8h plus 1 minus 5. So 48h squared plus 24h plus 3 minus 5. So the final answer is 48h squared plus 24h minus 2. Example number 2. If x equals to x squared minus 4x, find f negative 5, fy squared plus 1, fx plus delta x, and fx plus 1 minus fx minus 1. At first, f of negative 5, substitute negative 5 to x squared minus 4x, so negative 5 squared minus 4, negative 5. So the final answer is 45. Fy squared plus 1, y squared plus 1 squared minus 4, y squared plus 1. Y raised to 4 minus 2y squared minus 3. C, delta x. Ito medyo komplikado. F, close and open, x plus delta x. So substitute x plus delta x to x squared minus 4x. Always remember that if you will find something, substitute the given to the main equation to get the final answer. F x plus delta x minus 4 x plus delta x. So it will simplify to x plus delta x times x plus delta x minus 4 x plus delta x. So the final answer will be x plus delta x, close and open, x plus delta x minus 4, close and open parenthesis. Example number 3. Y equals to 5x plus 3. Hanapin nyo lang yung x and y nila. So, if x equals to 2, substitute to the equation 5x plus 3. So, 5 close and open, 2 plus 3 equals to 13 because 5 times 2, 10 plus 3, 13. If x equals to 3, substitute again the 3 to the main equation, to the 5 close and open, 3 plus 3 equals to 5 times 3, 15 plus 3 equals to 18. If x equals to 5, 5 close and open, 5 plus 3 equals to 28 equals to 5 times 5, 25 plus 3 equals to 28. So, given x natin ay 2, 3, and 5 and nakuha natin yung y ng 13, 18, and 28. Dito naman sa pangalawa, 2x plus 4. Given na yung x natin na 3, 5, saka 7. Ang hahanapin daw natin kung ano yung y. So, isa-substitute natin yung 3 doon sa 2x plus 4, magiging 2 times 3, 6 plus 4 equals to 10. Sunod yung 5 naman. 2 times 5 plus 4 equals to 14. Kasi 2 times 5, 10 plus 4, 14. Sa 7 naman, 2 times 7 equals to 14 plus 4, 18. So, ang x natin ay 3, 5, and 7. And yung y ay 10, 14, and 18. Operations with functions. These are the formula for sum of two functions, difference of two functions, product of two functions, and quotient of two functions. Examples. Let fx equals to x squared minus 4 and g of x equals to x squared minus x minus 2 plus f plus g and x. So, substitute again. X squared minus 4 plus x squared minus x minus 2. So, the answer is 2x squared minus x minus 6. And next is thus, difference. F minus g of x. So, x squared minus 4 minus x squared minus x minus 2. So, simplify again. The answer is x minus 2. And then the product, f times g of x. X squared minus 4 times x squared minus x minus 2. So, the answer is x raised to 4 minus x cubed minus 6x squared plus 4x plus 8. And next to the quotient rule, f of x, x squared minus 4 over x squared minus x minus 2. So the answer is x minus 2, close and open, x plus 2, and then over x plus 1 and x minus 2. Pares merong x minus 2, so cancel na yung nasa taas and nasa baba. Kaya ang magiging final answer ay x plus 2 over x plus 1. Compositions of function. Let fx equals to x squared minus 4 and g of x equals to x squared minus x minus 2. Compute for f g of x and f g of 4 and g of x and g f of 2. A. fx equals to gx equals to x squared minus x minus 2 squared minus 4. So, simplify again. Substitute pala. X raised to 4 minus 2x raised to 3 minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 4 minus 4. So, yung dulo, unahin muna natin. 4 minus 4, ibig sabihin nun, 0 na yon. Kaya ala na. So, x raised to 4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 0. So, the final answer will be x raised to 4 minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 4x. Alisin din 0. Tapos sabihin naman, f of g of 4. Substitute mo lang yung 4 doon sa equation. Tapos, f equals g. G equals to 4. Equals to 4 raised to 4 times 4 minus 2 close and open 4 cube minus 3 close and open 4 squared plus 4 and 4. Tapos substitute nyo lang. 256 minus 2 times 64 minus 3 times 16 plus 16. Laging unahin natin yung mga naka-parenthesis kasi 2 times 64 equals to 128 and 3 times 16 equals to 48. So, sunod-sunod na yan. 256 minus 128 minus 48 plus 16 equals to 96. And sa C, g of f of x equals to x squared minus 4. X squared, g of x equals to x squared minus x minus 2. G of x equals to x squared minus 4 squared minus x squared minus 4 minus 2. X raised to 4 minus x squared ay 8x squared plus 16 minus x squared plus 4 minus 2. So the answer is x raised to 4 minus 9x squared plus 18. D. G of f2. Substitute to the equation x squared minus 4. So magiging 2 squared minus 4. Ang 2 squared 4. So magiging 4 minus 4 magiging 0. Tapos isa-substitute natin doon sa g of x. So 0 squared minus 0 minus 2. 0 squared wala yon. 0 wala din. So negative 2 lang may value. Kaya ang final answer ay negative 2. Application of function. Dito sa application, problem solving to. Kaya dapat yung critical thinking natin ay isipin natin kung ano ba yung dapat kinukuha, ano ba yung tanong at yung mga given na binibigay. The problem, the stiffness of a rectangular beam is proportional to the breadth and the cube of the depth. Find the shape of the stiffest beam that can be cut from a log of a given size. Solution. Given solution. B squared plus D squared equals to D squared. 2dB over dd plus 2d equals to 0. And then dB over dd equals to negative d over b. Stiffness. Given stiffness. K equals to bd cube. So dk over dd equals 3b squared plus db over dd d cube equals to 0. 3b squared plus close and open negative db d cube equals to 0. So the answer is equals 3b squared equals to d squared over b. So d squared equals to 3b squared. So d equals to square root of 3 times b. And b equals to breadth. So depth equals to square root of 3 times breadth. Kasi sabi sa problem, that is proportional to the breadth and the cube of the depth. So para makuha mo yung depth, ita-times mo yung square root of 3 times breadth. Limits. A limit tells us the value that a function approaches as the function's inputs get closer and closer to the sum number. The idea of a limit is the basis of all calculus. Let fx be a function of x and a be a constant. If there is a number L such that in order to make the value of limit of x or of f of x as close L as may be desired, and it is sufficient to choose x close enough to a but different from a, then the limit of f of x approaches as a is L. Theorem of limits. Theorem 1. The limit of a constant is equal to the constant itself. Pag constant, whole number yon. yung walang kasamang ibang constant formula. Lim equals C equals to C, X approaches to A. Examples, lim for X approaches to 2 equals to 4. Kasi wala siyang X eh. Hindi mo kasi X approaches to 2 wala naman siyang X. Kaya 4 remain lang din. Lim equals to negative 3, X approaches to 0. So equals to negative 3. Tapos lim 3z, X approaches to 3 equals to 3z. Lim negative 8, X equals to 5. X approaches to 5 equals to negative 8. Tapos lim for X approaches to 6 equals to 4. Theorem 2. The limit of the sum of two or more functions is equal to the sum of their limits. Formula. Lim equals to fx plus g of x, x approaches to a, equals to lim approaches to x approaches to a, f of x plus lim g of x approaches to x2, x of x, x approaches to a. Examples, lim 5 minus 6, x approaches to 3. Isasubstitute mo lang yung 3 doon sa x. So, magiging lim 5 minus lim of x. Kasi sasubstitute mo lang yung 3 doon sa x. So, 5 minus 3 equals to 2. Tapos, lim 7 plus x, x approaches to 2. Lim 7 plus lim x, x approaches to 2. Equals to 7 plus 2 equals to 9. And number 3, lim 3x plus 2x, x approaches to 3. Lim 3, substitute mo ulit yung 3 sa lahat ng x. So, lim 3 times 3 plus lim 2 times 3, x approaches to 3. So, 9 plus 6 equals to 15. This is the final answer. The limit of a product of two or more functions is equal to the product of their limits. Pag product, syempre, multiplication. So, lim for x approaches to x minus 3. Lim 4 times lim x, x approaches to 3. So, pagta-timesin mo lang yung 4, saka yung 3, kasi yung 3 sinubstitute mo sa x. So, 4 times 3 equals to 12. Lim 6x, x approaches to 5. So, lim 6 x approaches to 5 times lim x, x approaches to 5. So, yung 5, isasubstitute mo lang ulit sa x. So, 6 times 5 equals to 30. Tapos, lim 2x times 4x, x approaches to 3. Ito, dalawang equation. So, pagtatimesin natin, lim 2 close and open 3 times lim 4 close and open 3, x approaches to 3. Kasi yung 3, isasubstitute mo lang din sa lahat ng x. Ganun din. So, unahin muna sa 2x. So, di 2 tas x di magiging 2 times 3 equals to 6. Tas yung sa 4x, 4 times 3 equals to 12. Tas tatimesin mo lang silang dalawa kasi product nga. 6 times 12 equals to 76. Theorem 4. The limit of quotient of two functions is equal to the quotient of their limits. Formula. These are the formula of the quotient rule. Examples. Lim x minus 4 over 5x minus 3. X approaches to 2. Equals to lim x to 4. X minus 2 over lim 5x 3. X minus x approaches to 2. Lim x minus lim 4. X approaches to 2 and x approaches to 2. Lim 5, paghihiwa-hiwalay mo lang. Lim 5, lim 6, and limitation of 3. So, magiging x minus 2, x minus 2, and x minus 2. Ay, x approaches to 2, x approaches to 2 pala, and x approaches to 2. So, pagka sinimplify mo yan, kasi 2 minus 4 equals to negative 2, tas over 5 times 2 minus 3. So, 10 minus 3, 7. So, the final answer is negative 2 over 7. Corollary. If the limits of the denominator of the quotient is 0, the limit of the numerator of the quotient is also 0, the quotient may or may not have a limit. The limit of the numerator of the quotient is not 0, the quotient has no limit. Matatawag daw natin yung equation ng corollary pag yung limits ng denominator of quotient is 0. Tapos the limit of the numerator of quotient is also 0. Pagka daw yung numerator ng quotient ay 0, pwede siyang may limit or wala. The limit of the numerator of the quotient is not 0, the quotient has no limit. Pagka daw hindi 0 yung numerator, wala siyang limit. Examples, lim x squared plus x minus x over x squared minus 6x plus 8. X approaches to 2. So substitute all x as 2. So 2 squared plus 2 minus 6 over 2 squared minus 6 times 2 plus 8. So 4 plus 2 minus 6 over 4 minus 12 plus 8. Substitute lang yan eh. So 4 plus 2, 6 minus 6 equals to 0. Tapos sa baba naman, negative 8 plus 8 equals to 0. So i-expand natin. X squared plus x minus 6 equals to x minus 2 and x plus 3. Kuhanin natin yung factor. Ifa-factor natin siya. Kaya nakuha yan yung x minus 2 kasi plus x plus 3 doon sa 6. Tapos try to expand. Lim approaches to x. Limitation approaches to x to 2. X plus 3, x minus 2, and over x minus 2 and x minus 4. So cancel both the x minus 2 in the numerator and denominator. So x plus 3 equals to a over x minus 4. So again, approaches x to 2. So substitute x as 2. So 2 plus 3 and over 2 minus 4. So the final answer is 5 over negative 2. Example number 2. Limitation x cubed minus x squared plus x minus 6. X approaches 2 over x minus 2. So the answer is 0, 0. So try to expand using synthetic division. Pwede rin yan eh. Mo, x approaches to 2, so gamitin mo yung synthetic division. So ang makukuha mo dyan x squared plus x plus 3. So simplify mo lang x minus 2, x squared plus x plus 3 over x minus 2 equals to x squared plus x plus 3. So the final answer is x approaches to 2. So, gagawin mo na yung limitation. Limitation of, pwede na. Limitation of x squared plus limitation of x plus limitation of 3. X approaches to 2. So, substitute ulit yung 2 sa lahat ng x. 2 squared plus 2 plus 3. So, the answer is 4 plus 2, 6 plus 3 equals to 9. Example number 3. X minus 5 and x squared minus x minus 20. X approaches to 5. Substitute mo ulit yung 5 sa lahat ng x. So, 5 minus 5, 0. Tapos 5 squared minus 5 minus 20. 5 squared equals 25 minus 5 equals to 20. Then, minus 20, 0. Di 0, 0. Kuhanin mo ulit yung factor ng 20. So, ang magiging equation natin ay x minus 5, x plus 4, and x minus 5. X approaches to 5. So, substitute ulit lahat ng x sa 5 kasi x approaches to 5. 5 minus 5 equals to 0. Tapos 5 plus 4 equals to 9. And 5 minus 5 equals to 0. So 0 plus 9 plus 0 and equals to 9. Limitation of x approaches to 5 is equals to 9. Limits theorem of trigonometric functions. Theorem 1. If theta measured in radians, lim sin equals to 1. If x, example, if x of equals to cos x, find f of 0, f of f of pi, tas f of pi minus y. So una, f of 0 equals to cos 0 equals to 1. Tas f of pi equals to negative 1 and f of pi minus y equals to cos. Close and open pi minus y. F of pi minus y equals to negative cos y. Squeeze or sandwich theorem. Examples. Lim sin of x over 3x. X approaches 0. So, lim sin of x over x times lim 1/3. X approaches 0. So, 1 times 1/3. So, the answer is 1/3. Infinite discontinuities. If a function increases without bound as x approaches a, then that function has indefinite discontinuity. X equals to a. Pag daw large and positive, lim f of x equals to positive, negative, infinity. X approaches to a positive. Pagka large and negative, lim f of x equals to positive, negative, infinity. X approaches to a negative. Example, lim of x over x minus 1. Domain, r except 1 plus x not equal to 1. Y equals to f of x equals to x minus 1 equals to x not equal to 1. Range, r except 1, y not equal or not equal to 1. And then y equals to x equals to y minus 1 equals to y equal or not equal to 1 and x minus 1. Ito naman, example ulit. Lim x plus 2, x plus 1. Right hand limit as left hand limit. Limit at infinity. A function fx may have a finite limitation even when the dependent variable becomes infinite. The statement x becomes infinite is expressed as x to infinity. Special limits. Yan yung mga formula na pwede natin gamitin. Tapos, ito example. Lim of x over x minus 1, x approaches to infinity. So, magiging lim of x over x approaches to infinity. X over x minus 1x. So, kasi yung infinity, 1 yun. So, magiging 1 kasi x over x, 1 yun. Tapos yung x over x, 1 minus, yung 1 over x, 0. So, magiging 1 over 1 minus 0 equals to negative 1. Ganun din sa pangalawang example. X over x minus 2. Tapos, lim approaches to infinity. So x over x over x minus 2x. So 1 over 2 minus 0 equals to negative 2. Continuity. A function fx is said to be continuous at x equals 0 if the following continuous are satisfied. If fa exists, if lim of fx exists, if f of a lim fx approaches to a, f of x equals to 2x over 3 plus x. So magiging f of 2 equals, substitute ulit yung 2 sa 2. So 2 equals to 2 times 2 equals to 4. Tas yung over 3 plus 2 equals to 5. Tas yung sa pangalawang naman, lim 2 times 2 over 3 plus 2, x approaches to 2. So, 4. 2 times 2, 4. Tapos, yung sa baba, 3 plus 2, 5. 4 over 5. Tapos, sa 3 naman, 2 ulit. So, lim of 2x over 3 plus x, x approaches to 2. Therefore, f of x, 2x over 3 plus x is continuous at x equals to 2. Kasi yung x yung bumagay sa tatlong na binigay. Yung tatlong given. Tapos ito pa. F of x equals to x squared plus 3. X over x squared minus 16. X plus 3 ay yung 16. Hanapin natin yung factor. Ang factor ng 16 ay x plus 4 and x minus 4. Kasi positive 4 times negative 4 equals to negative 16. So, ang factor ay x equals to 4 and x equals to negative 4. F of x equals to 3x squared plus 2. X squared minus 8x plus 15. 3x plus 2 over x minus 5 and x minus 3. Kasi ang factor ng 15 ay 5 and 3. Positive 15. Ang factor ng 5 positive 15 ay 5 and 3 kasi 5 times 3 equals to 15. Unit 2 is 3-step rule, differentiation formulas, chain rule, higher order derivatives, and implicit differentiation. Let's start for the 3-step rule. 3-step rule. Step 1, perform delta y equals to fx plus delta x minus f over of x. Step 2, divide the answer in step 1 into delta x. Step 3, set limit as delta x approaches to 0. Examples: y equals to 5x minus 3 dy over dx. Delta y equals to 5x plus delta x minus 3 minus 5x minus 3 equals to 5x plus 5 delta x minus 3 minus 5x plus 3. So the answer is 5 delta x. So divide 5 delta x into delta x. So the answer will be 5. Then limitation of delta y equals to lim 5, x approaches to 0. So the answer will be dy dx equals to 0. Example number 2. Y equals to 6x minus 2 dy over dx. Delta y equals to 6x plus delta x minus 2 minus 6x minus 2 equals to 6x plus 6 delta x minus 2 minus 6 plus 3. So the answer will be 6 delta x. So divide 6 delta x into delta x. So the answer will be 6. So limitation of 6 delta x approaches to 0 will be 0. Example number 3. Y equals to x squared minus 4x plus 5. F of x plus delta x minus fx. Step 1. X plus delta x squared minus 4x plus delta x plus 5 minus x squared minus 4x plus 5 equals to x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus 4x minus 4 delta x plus 5 minus x squared plus 4x minus 5 equals to 2x delta x plus 8 delta x squared minus 4 delta x. So the answer will be delta x 2x plus delta x minus 4. Divide delta x 2x plus delta x minus 4 into delta x. So the answer will be 2x plus delta x minus 4. Kasi kakansilin natin yung delta x parehas. Numerator sa denominator. Tapos limitation of 2x plus delta x minus 4. Delta x approaches to 0. Substitute 0 to delta x. So 2x plus 0 minus 4. Cancel yung 0, then dy dx equals to 2x minus 4. Differentiation is used in maths for calculating rates of change. The rate of change of function with respect to can be found by finding the derived function. Differentiation formulas. Number 1, constant rule. The derivative of a constant is 0. dy over dx equals to 0. Kapag daw constant at derivative, always 0 na yung sagot. Example, d over dx 5 equals to 0, d over dx 4 equals to 0, and then d over dx 7 equals to 0. Number 2, power rule. The derivative of a function is equal to the power multiplied by the function raised to the power minus 1. d over dx x n equals to nx n minus 1. Example, y equals to x squared. dy over dx equals to dx squared over dx equals to 2x squared. Tapos yung exponent, ma-minus na natin ng 1. 2 minus 1 equals to 2x. Number 2, y equals to x negative 3. dy over dx equals to dx negative 3 over dx equals to negative 3x negative 3 minus 1. Laging babawasan yung exponent ng 1. Kaya ang magiging sagot ay negative 3x, negative 4. 3. Pagka n equals to 1, dx over 1 over dx equals to 1. Sum of two functions. The derivative of the sum of two functions is equal to the sum of their derivatives. D, close and open parenthesis, u plus v over dx equals to du over dx plus dv over dx. Example, close and open parenthesis, 4x plus 5 equals to 4x plus 5. D over dx 4x plus 5 equals to d over dx 4x plus d over dx 5 equals to 4. D over dx 4x cubed minus 3 equals to d over dx 4x cubed minus d over dx 3 equals to 12x squared. D over dx 2x plus 3 equals to d over dx 2x plus d over dx 3 equals to 2. Product of two functions. The derivative of the product of two functions is equal to the first function multiplied by the derivative of the second function plus the second function multiplied by the derivative of the first function. The formula for product of two functions is d open and close parenthesis u and v over dx equals to u dv over dx plus v du. Y equals to x cubed minus 2 and x squared plus 1. dy dx x cubed minus 2 dx squared plus 1 over dx plus x squared plus 1 dx cubed minus 2 dx over dx. X cubed minus 2 2x squared raised to negative 1 plus x squared plus 1 3x cubed minus 1. X cubed minus 2 2x plus x squared plus 1 and then 3x squared. 2x raised to 4 minus 4x plus 3x raised to 4 plus 3x squared equals to 5x raised to 4 plus 3x squared minus 4x. So simplify the final answer, then the final answer will be x open and close parenthesis 5x cubed plus 3x minus 4. Derivative of quotient of two functions. The derivative of the quotient of two functions is equal to the denominator multiplied by the derivative of the numerator minus the numerator multiplied by the derivative of the denominator, all divided by the square of denominator. Formula for derivative of quotient of two functions. D equals to u over v equals to v du over dx minus u dv over dx over v squared. Example, x squared minus 3 over x squared plus 3. Aayusin lang, tapos dy over dx equals to x squared plus 3 dx squared minus 3 over dx minus x squared minus 3 dx squared plus 3 over x squared plus 3 squared equals to x squared plus 3 2x minus x squared minus 3 2x over x squared plus 3 squared. 2x close and open parenthesis x squared plus 3 minus x squared plus 3 over x squared plus 3 squared. 2x times 6 will be 12x, then x squared plus 3 squared. So the final answer will be 12x plus x squared plus 3 squared. General power formula. Formula for general power formula. Y equals to u raised to n and equals to u equals to fx. A, du raised to n over dx equals to nu raised to n minus 1 du over dx. Example, y equals to 3x over I raised to 3 minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 6 raised to 10. Use auxiliary variable, then let u equals to 3x squared minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 6. So the answer will be du over dx equals to 9x squared minus 4x plus 5. Then y equals to u raised to 10. dy dx equals to 10 u raised to 10 minus 1 du over dx. So the final answer will be 10 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 5x minus 6 raised to 9. Kasi yung exponent binawasan natin ng 1. 10 minus 1 equals to 9. Then 9x squared minus 4x plus 5. Chain rule. The formula for chain rule is dy over du times du over dx equals to dy over dx. If y equals to fu and u equals to fx, then ang gagamitin yon. Tapos ang formula naman, if y equals to fu and x equals to fu, then dy dx equals to dy over du over dx over du equals to dy over dx. Kasi cancel yung dalawang du. Tapos if x equals to fx, then dy dx equals to 1 over dx over dy. Example, 3 square root of 3x squared plus 4. Tapos use auxiliary variables, kaya ang gagamit natin ay 3x squared plus 4. Tapos du over dx equals 3x squared plus 4. Tapos 3 times 2x raised to 2 minus 1 plus 0. Kaya ang magiging sagot ay 6x. Tapos y equals to u raised to 1/3. dy du equals 1/3 u, 1/3 minus 1. 1/3 u minus 2/3 equals to dy du. 1/3 u raised to negative 2/3. 6x equals to 2x. 3x squared plus 4 raised to negative 2 over 3. dy dx equals 2x. 3x squared plus 4 raised to negative 2/3. Tapos ayusin natin para sa final answer. So ang final answer ay magiging 2x over 3x squared plus 4 raised to 2/3. Kaya positive na yung 2/3 kasi binring down natin ginawang denominator. Kaya di na siya negative. Tapos y equals to 3x minus 4 raised to 5 over 2x plus 5. Let u equals to 3x minus 4 over 2x plus 5 u over b. As ang formula dito ay v du over dx minus u dv over dx over b squared. Du over dx equals 2x 5 times 3 minus 3x minus 4 times 2 over 2x plus 5 squared. So magiging sagot ay 6. Kasi didistribute natin yung 3 sa 2x saka sa 5, tapos yung 2 naman sa 3x saka sa 4. Kaya magiging sagot ay 3 times 2x, 6x, tapos 3 times 5, 15, 6x plus 15, tapos minus 2 times 3x, 6x, tapos 2 times 4, 8. Kaya 6x plus 15 minus 6x plus 8. Tapos yung denominator remain the same lang. Tapos 15 plus 8. Tapos ang magiging sa 15 plus 8 over 2x 2x plus 5 squared. Du over dx equals to 23 over 2x plus 5 squared. Final answer kasi 15 plus 8. dy over du equals to u raised to 5. So 5u raised to 5 minus 1. Babawasan natin ng isa yung exponent. Kaya magiging sagot ay 5u raised to 4. 5u raised to 4 times 23 over 26 plus 5 squared equals to 5 3x minus 4 raised to 4 over 2x plus 5 times 23 over 2x plus 5 squared. Kaya magiging sagot ay 115 3x minus 4 raised to 4 over 2x plus 5 raised to 6. Example number 3. Y equals to x squared minus 3x plus 1 over 4. U equals to x squared plus 3x plus 1, and then n equals to 4. dy dx equals to d over dx x squared minus 3x plus 1 raised to 4. For close and open parenthesis, x squared minus 3x plus 1 over 4 minus 1 d over dx, x plus 3 plus 1 over 3 equals to 4x squared minus 3x plus 1 over 3, 2x minus 3. So the final answer will be dy over dx equals to 4, 2x minus 3, x squared minus 3x plus 1 over 3. Higher order derivatives. Given y equals to fx, first derivative formula will be dy over dx equals to dfx over dx equals to y1. Second derivative, d squared y over dx squared equals to d squared fx over dx squared equals to y2. Third derivative equals to d cube y over dx cube equals to d cube f of x over dx cube equals to y of 3. Sa nth derivative, pag marami nang kinukuha, pag lampas na sa tatlo, ang gagamiting formula ay d equals raised to ny over dx over n equals to d raised to n f of x over dx raised to n equals to y raised to n, number of derivative. Example, y equals to x cubed minus 2x squared. Find y2. y1 equals to d over dx, x cubed minus 2x squared. Then 2x cubed minus 2x, d over dx, x cubed minus 2x equals 2x cubed minus 2x, d over dx, x cubed minus 2d, 2d over dx times x. 2x cubed minus 2x, 3x squared minus 2. 6x raised to 5, so equals to 30x raised to 4 minus 48x squared plus 8. Example number 2. Y equals to 3x raised to 4 minus 5x raised to 3n plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 10. Find y sub 2. y1 equals to 3 times 4x squared minus 5 3x squared plus 3 2 plus 5 1. 3 times 2 will be 6x, then 5 times 1 will be 5. So 3 times 4x squared will be 12x cubed. 5 times 3x squared will be 15x squared equals to 12x cubed minus 5x squared, 6x plus 5 equals to 12 3x squared minus 25 times 2x plus 6 times 1. So the y sub 2 of will be 36x squared minus 30x plus 6. Example number 3. X squared plus x plus 1. Find y2. dy over dx will equals to 2x squared plus x plus 1, 2x plus 1 equals to 2x squared plus x plus 1 times 2 plus 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1. 2x squared plus 2x plus 2 plus 4x squared plus 4x plus 1 equals to 2, 6x squared plus 6x plus 3. So the final answer will be 6, close and open parenthesis, 2x squared plus 2x plus 1. Implicit differentiation. Rule: differentiate each term of the equation fx and y equals to 0 with respect to x, considering y to be a function of x. Examples: y cubed plus 3xy minus x cubed equals to 0. dy cubed over dx plus 3 dxy over dx minus dx cubed over dx equals to 0 equals to 3y squared dy dx plus 3 x dy dx plus y dx over dx minus 3x squared dx over dx equals to 0, 1/3. Y squared dy dx plus x dy dx plus y minus x squared equals to 0. Y squared plus x dy dx equals to x squared minus y. So the final answer will be dy over dx equals to y squared minus y over y squared plus x. X squared plus 4xy plus y squared equals to 5. D over dx x squared plus d over dx 4xy plus d over dx y squared times y squared equals to d over dx 5 equals to 2x plus y x4 plus 4x times dy over dx plus 2 equals to y equals to dy over dx. The answer will be dy over dx equals to negative x plus 2y over y plus 2x or negative x plus 2y over 2x plus y. Example number 3. X squared plus y squared equals to 2xy. D over dx x squared plus d over dx y squared equals to d over dx 2xy. Equals to d over dx x squared plus d over dx y squared equals to y d over dx 2x plus 2x d over dxy equals to 2x plus 2xy d over dx equals to y times 2 plus 2x d over dx. So the final answer will be dy over dx equals to 1. And that's all for today, and I hope you enjoy watching, and thank you and God bless. Once again, I'm James Patrick M. Patigdig from 1BSC C1-5.